something or other video. Oh, I guess it's a Green&Blue. Yeah, I guess it is a Green&Blue walkthrough video, but it's a something, and it's of BattleScribe. I am trying. Here we are, looking at another application type deal. Yes, we're finally looking at BattleScribe. If you know what it is, if you watch Green&Blue Productions before, you might not know what this is because of, the tabletop games don't do very good on this channel. So I'm guessing most people don't. G&B viewers are not. How do you say? They want to know BattleScribe basically. But you do, because you're here. Or you're wanting to figure out what BattleScribe is, or you saw it in the title and were like, I need that. What BattleScribe is simple. It is a thing. It is a thing. It is a piece of software that you download on a computer, iOS or Android. By also computer, I mean Mac and Linux. And you download different databases for pretty much all your favorite tabletop war games, and by all of them I mean most of them. There are a few that are missing, a lot of them that are missing, but most of them are here. It's incredible, to the point of, as you can see, Adeptus Custodes is here, Aeronautical Imperial is here, Battlefleet Gothic is here. Apparently it's been updated for 2021, really. Bloodboat's here, Bull Action is here, Flames of War is here, Halo Fleet Battles is here, for crying out loud, my word. That's incredible. Halo Fleet Battles is never anywhere, except it's kind of on Tabletop Simulator, but still. Halo Ground Command, which is basically Halo Fleet Battles on the ground, the War of Heresy, Infinity, the other, these are all tabletop games I'm interested in. There are tons more that are still, that I make databases for, and you can always probably find more, that you can download as well. So there's Armada Legion, X-Wing, Team Yankee, 140K, Apocalypse, Kill Team, Age of Sigmar, Armies Project, which I don't know what that is, but we're going to find out eventually. And the World of Tanks Finishers game. This is just an incredible application, or software. I say software, don't say app. App is heresy. But yeah, it's just really incredible. Although, unfortunately, if you want to use it on PC, you pretty much have to get the... Actually, if you want to use it on PC, you just need to make an account. I don't think you need to get a membership. You might not even need to make an account. It might have just not been working for me earlier. But it's been working for me just fine. I did get a subscription for it for Android and Windows, because why not? It's only like $5 for both of them. $2 each. $2 and some odd cents for each. So, a year, and that's incredible. Much definitely beats the official Warhammer 40k list builder. So yeah, I'm currently using it to see which models I want to get. I just started messing around with it today. As you can see, I have multiple armies already lined up. I got Solar Guard 1, Solar Guard 1B, Solar Guard, Solar Guard, and Infantry, which is technically just one. So let's go look at Solar Guard 1. Basically, this is my idea of a very elite Terra expeditionary force. We got the Adeptus Custodes with open vault, so they get an extra relic. I haven't really taken advantage of that. I need to take advantage of that. Also, this kindly tells you what stuff is if you hover over stuff for like a second or two. Shield Captain on a jetbike, because I decided that the Custodes non-Forge World special thing is having jetbikes that their commander should be on a jet bike. And then they got just a Custody Guard squad with 3 Custodes, Custody Terminators, which is what I really wanted out of this list. 3 of them. And by the way, the Custodes are, the Terminator Custodes are, I believe, $100. Or $100 pretty much. Actually, let's go look at our handy dandy thingamo, was it? War game stuff, yay. War game stuff, yes. Word. I mean, can also, go to the website and I can go to Forge World and look at it too, but still. Quill Terminator Squad, yeah, $155 for an entire squad, jeez. I mean, is that even a squad? No, it probably is a squad, it just doesn't list it that same way. But anyway, the thing about this software is it's a bit overwhelming at first until you really understand what's going on. Which, by the way, you do need to know how to build a list. It will help you build a list, but you will need to know how to build a list. For example, in Warhammer, you get different detachments that allow you to have different unit builds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 patrol detachments, and 1 super heavy auxiliary detachment. Super heavy auxiliary detachment allows me up to 3 super heavies, such as up to 3 super heavies, such as Baneblade. Patrol detachment requires 1 HQ, 1 troop squad, 1 troop unit, and then the rest is whatever you want. So that's why I was going with patrols for my elite Imperium list. It's not the best because the Baneblade exists, because I could have Adeptus Mechanicus on it, but it works for me because the Dur Solo Guard is what I want, is the list I would actually want to buy and what I want to buy and play with. I do intend on making another video like this, especially if this one does well, where I make an ultimate, elite Imperium list, where I have the Adeptus Custodes, for the Space Marines, because they're the elite of the elite Space Marines, Imperial Gaurd, Imperial Gaurd, Sisters of Battle, and Tech Priest Landman. Yes, Adeptus Mechanicus. Which none of the lists I created so far have that. So maybe in the next episode we'll have we'll probably make that, or I'll make another list. But this is just the introduction to the software and the introduction to their Soul Guard list, which is basically what I would actually want to collect. I guess is the term you use in Warhammer 40k, as it made its own hobby for itself, which is incredible. And also I got Ultramarines, I got Space Marines, Ultramarines, Ultramarine Successor, Master Artisans, because what does that Master Artisans do? Let's find out. Each unit selected can reroll one result when rolling, which is nice. So I don't know what this does. I got Primaris Lieutenant, got Intercessor Squad, because you gotta have one. Gotta have 1 troop with patrol. Then you got 1 Terminator Squad, the entire reason for having Space Marines on this list, on this army, for me. Then we got Imperium, then we got Imperial Guard, got Temp Store Prime, which I have not found an actual model which you can buy yet. So this might transform into a tank ace if I can't find Temp Store Prime anywhere. I have to look again on their site because Games Workshop and their sister site, Forge World, are okay to navigate. They could be better. They could be a whole lot worse. But, you know, like, it takes a second to actually navigate. And I got my Tempest Scions, Earthshaker Carriage Battery. It's basically just a really big gun. I could have a big missile, but I prefer really big guns over really big missiles. Besides, their carriage battery can fire multiple times in a game, whereas the Death Strike, which is the missile, can only fire once per game. But you know, it's basically just like you see Tyranids. Oh no, they're coming. Oh no, they're dead. All of them. They have all died. Kind of thing that the Death Strike does. Whereas their shaker is like, oh no, you see Tyranids. Bam, you took out like half of them. Reload. Bam, you took out another half. Good job. Kind of thing. Or at least I think that's what it does. Then we got the Sisters of Battle, which I like, but I don't like half their units. Like, they're not like, for me, I'm lukewarm to Space Marines because I prefer just Terminators. And the Land Raider, let's be honest. However, I do like a lot of the units with Custodes, because it has that weird 1930s techno look or whatever it is. I like that look. It has basically, you know, Star Wars Republic look, what the Republic actually looks like if you look beyond its military units. I really like that look, which Guard 1B uses more because it has more than just the Terminators. It also has their tank with their basically railgun bolters, because that needs to exist. But anyway. But Sisters of Battle, half their units creep me out. I'll be honest with you. I mean, including some of the units that are with the standard squad. Like the little cherubs are really creepy. And then the sisters that are trying to be redeemed are also creepy. But that's like the point. It's 4 4K. What do you want from it? And only Imperial Gaurd is just not creepy in just general. And I do like the majority of Imperial Gaurd units, but I wanted to make a list that was rather unique, where it has multiple factions and the most elite units of multiple let's say sub-factions, because, you know, Imperium is a faction, your sub-factions are everything else in the Imperium. And then we also got Celestine, the Living Saint, which is awesome. She's the Warlord, which is the main commander of all your army. Image Fire, which basically for this army just grants the Sisters of Battle an extra miracle dice for rerolls. We got the Zephyrium Squad, which is highly aggressive jetpack infantry. And then we got our Bane Blade, because we need Bane Blade. I would prefer a Stormhammer, but apparently those are hard to find in 40k, in the year 40k. They're much easier to find in the year 30k. I wonder why. So I can swap. So I could, in theory, if we're playing an open game, swap out the Bane Blade for a Stormhammer, which I think one of the first models I'll ever get will be the Stormhammer. But I won't build that thing until I either have more confidence, or I send it off to get painted and built by a professional. Because, you know, I don't think I can deal with Risen yet. Because I haven't really painted or built anything. Like the biggest thing that I want to really paint or build is freaking WW3 Team Yankee, and it's like tracks, hull, and turret. That's like all the ability I want to at least take on at the moment. So a big resin kit that costs $200, no, I'm not touching that yet. I might again get a service to do it for me, or get a professional to do it for me, but besides that. So yeah. So this is going to be I'm not going to actually, I will one day probably build this list in real life. No, I'm going to start collecting the list now effectively with the Stormblade, or the Stormhammer, because I want to get the Stormhammer kit. I want to get the Stormhammer, at least have it, not build it, not take it out of the box, but have it, because of the whole Forge World taking stuff randomly off their shelves, and I don't want that to happen to Storm. And I would prefer to have a Stormhammer now as opposed to having to worry about will I ever get one again. Oh, unless I actually replace with something that I like better. Stormhammer is basically a better Bane Blade. A much better Bane Blade. I mean, okay, well, no, it's the best Bane Blade. There's a better Bane Blade that's actually what the Space Marines have, for some reason. There's also a Forge World thing. That's like the Zephyr tank, or something like that. I think I have it on here. The Fellblade. The Legion Fellblade is basically the Space Marine version of the Bane Blade, which is better than the normal Bane Blade, but not as good as the Stormhammer. So, yeah. Well, those are my plans, and that's basically how this list builder works. Again, we'll actually build a 140k list with all of the Imperium factions, like all the elite units of the Imperial faction. Well, not all the elite units of the Imperial factions, because we only got 2,000 points, because that's standard. But anyway. So Solar Guard 1B is basically a tankier version. We swap out the Space Marines entirely, keep the Custodes, have the Custodes tank, the grav tank. Also, we have just the Custodes. Yeah, I think I'm still working on this list. Because I would prefer my Imperial Guard people to have their stuff, but with Sisters of Battle makes things difficult because we got Celestine, who's really expensive. We got Sephirian Squad, which is really expensive. So you just expensive stuff. So I will have to get rid of the. I'll probably have to get. I will probably have to just have Baneblade over here. Well, I just have Imperial Guard and Custodes, which isn't the worst thing. So let's actually do that right now. So let's make a bit of a list right now. So what we're gonna do is what I just did is clicked on this thing, clicked on that, click on the main edit thing. Then we're going to make a new. We're gonna take away a force. We are going to take away Adeptus Custodes or Sisters Battle. Take away that. Then we're going to click on Solar B. Actually, then we're going to click on Solar B Guard. We're going to add force, and then we can pick our detachment, pick our unit of any unit. But we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to keep these three because we only need these three. Okay. So now what we can also do, actually before we do that, let's actually fill out our Imperial Guard list. We also got Tank Commander with all his nonsense, all of his nonsense. So we do, and also this Imperial this Lehman Russ has full-time Meltas, Sponsons, Hull Gun is a las gun, Pinto Mount is a Storm Bolter, and the cannon is a siege cannon. It's basically meant to take on bigger. Basically, my lists are a weird thing of it's anti-vehicle and anti-infantry. Like we have the infantry that are fighting infantry, then we have the tanks fighting everything. Tanks and just doing massive amounts of blast damage. So yeah. But like I said, it's an elite list, so there's not many models, which makes it cheaper. Well, as cheap as it can be, because everything's just horribly expensive, and in real life monies. So yeah. So we want Earth Shatterer, or Earth Shaker. Earthshaker, then we already got Baneblade, then we want some flying machines, no, we want Thunderbolt. I'm forgetting what the Thunderbolt actually is. I think it's what I like. I like basically the A10 of the of 140K, the one that's basically one that has the one that has the gold wings. But as you can see, these are all the prices of the nonsense. We can take a lot of these out now that I know what the actual list is. But this is just me checking on the list. Alright. No, I like the Avenger Strike Fighter. Okay. Now we got something that's worth 80, which we want to go back to Custodes. And we want to make the Flying Dudes. The Flying Dudes. Look back at the list. Look back at the list. And I think it's Imperial Gaurd, possibly. If it's in fast attack, it makes more sense. Or it's either fast attack or elites. Sergeant Tom's there, so it's not that one. There you go. Okay, so it's Ventori, there we go. A bit over, because Ventoris are horribly expensive. You took anything out? Not really. Well, as you can see, you can go over if you want. Can we go over if we want? Nah, that's not what I wanted. You can click on seeing where the error is. Oh, we need a Warlord, okay. Because we got rid of Costello, we got rid of our Warlord. I guess let's make our Warlord a Tank Commander. The freaking buff Tank Commander. There you go. And you can see the list changes, so you can always keep on top of things. So the list is a bit expensive, but that's fine. Just go with someone, you know, like ask the person you're playing with. Is it okay if I have like 86 points over when my units are horribly expensive? Like, is it okay if I have 86 points over? If not, I'll just swap out. I'll just swap out for list 1, list A, basically. So let's save. Alright, so now let's make an entirely... Now let's get to another game that I've been looking at recently. And, well, I've always been looking at 140K, it's just that... I made a tabletop... I made my own game for a reason. It's because 140K is so... For a beginner, it's so... Well... 140K and just... And tabletop gaming in general can be very overwhelming. Is the word for it. This helps, but I still had to rewatch a tutorial which I watched months ago from Winnie Wargaming about list building in order to actually get what the list building actually is. Which is another reason why WW3 Cities and Treaties, my tabletop wargaming RPG, my universal tabletop wargaming RPG has no list building. You basically just stick with number of points or stick with number of units and that's it. And also stick under a certain level, basically. So now we want to go to Team Yankee and then build us from here. New roster, add force, American, standard, yeah. American. Alright. This one should be significantly easier to mess with. Where my Abrams at? My Abrams. Alright, okay. We got M1A1. I thought there was an M1A2 in this game. It might not be in this. It might not be in this list builder, in this software, mind you, but let's get an Abrams. for M1 Abrams. This is around $60 by in real life monies. I don't know, there are scout sections, really. Combat team, okay. Do we need to make slides of the game? No. Really, scout section. Two really scout sections. I actually don't know what the point numbers are for this. Let's get some A10s. Good for Apache. You can have Harriers too, that's nice. No, let's get the 300 points, why not? As you can see, WW3 Team Yankee is a low point game and a really cheap game to get into compared to friggin' Warhammer. Albeit that the list I was showing you was horribly expensive for Warhammer. Because I got Custodes, I got Bane Blade. They're really expensive. For a fact, for the point counts, Systems Battle are actually not bad. They're expensive on their point counts, but they're cheap for the models in real life. So yeah. Basically, yeah. This would be like around $100, or no, this would be around $200 in real life. So the points that you get are kind of correlate to real world money in US dollars anyway. Let's get some Humvees. Let's get do we want miniguns or do we want some 50 cal action? We want some 50 cal action, I think. Yeah, we want some 50 cal action. Tau 2, yeah, we want some Tau some Tau Humvees. And some LAVs. Curious, we didn't get to 200. Oh, wow. One. My word, that was easy. I think we're done. Oh, 109. I would rather have my MTLS. We got MTLSs around. I know they're in the game. I know the MTLSs are in the game. I just not seeing them. Oh, there's MTLS. I was missing it. Okay, good. 3. 6 CGs. We're not 200 yet. And add some minor building. That's time. Yeah, that's about it. New roster. BH and WW3. Or there's heroes in WW3. Save. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much just an introduction to this software. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate watching this. I really, actually, I know I say this in every video and every stream, but I really do appreciate you watching this. I have no idea if this will do well or not. I'm assuming it won't do well, and therefore I am thanking you in particular, you the sole person who is watching this video. Thank you. I know, like, Green&Blue Productions has always meant to be a variety channel about just everything and everything. It's productions. It can produce anything. Green&Blue Walkthrough is a subset of the channel, which is the majority of the channel, basically. I mean, this is technically going to be a walkthrough because it's a game, but sometimes it might not even be that, or sometimes it might be different. But still, thank you for watching, and I'm trying to do more game content because I've been slacking recently. It's just that with my it's just been with how I've been sleeping with all the appointments I'm going to and all that. I just been unable to really record, and when I can record, it's hard for me to do more than a few videos at a time for some reason. I don't know why. So I just need to get better at it, and yeah, it's just with all my other works I'm doing that. Yeah. So I'm kind of trying to get Green&Blue Productions back where it used to be. It's just until then, there's going to be growth pains. But fortunately, most people who are watching this channel now seem to be okay with random videos. Just seem to be okay with more random content, as long as there just is content. So that's what this is, content. And yeah, so I'll try to record an actual game later. But this is what I've been working on today, and this is what I've been having fun with. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate watching on this video. It means a lot to me. Almost means a lot to me if you were to check out the rest of the stuff in school, which is various ways you can support this channel so you can make this stuff happen. The WW3 Team Yankee is much more likely to happen than Warhammer because it's way cheaper. And I am planning on getting just the I do plan on getting just the complete starter. You can't. Hey, you in editing? Yes, I'm talking to myself. Turn off the thing right now so people can actually see what I'm talking about. But the complete starter set for WW3 Team Yankee is $60, and I do plan getting that as soon as I go back to the Tabletop store, which may be a while because of the death in the air. So yeah. But anyway, okay, you can go back to the thing now myself in the future. But anyway, alright, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Also, the best way to support this channel, of course, is by watching these videos and engaging in all the content that we produce. And yeah, and also sharing with your friends and anyone else to listen to you. Alright, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. And I guess, see you in a second.